Vikings Nation, stop what you're doing, because we've got a massive update fresh off the press. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This is your go-to source for every breaking story about the Vikings. Trust me, this update will have you on the edge of your seat, so stay with us until the end. The road to the Super Bowl has been a long and frustrating one for the Vikings, as they haven't made it to the big game since 1976 when they fell to the Oakland Raiders. But here's the question every fan is asking right now. Could the Vikings be closer than ever to breaking that curse as we head into the 2025 season? Here's the kicker. The Vikings' next big step toward glory hinges on the NFL draft. And in our latest 7-round mock draft, we've uncovered some fascinating possibilities that could change the game for Minnesota. One name that's turning heads is Stewart, an absolute monster on the defensive side of the ball. At 6 feet 6 inches, 290 pounds, with jaw-dropping athleticism, this guy is a Swiss Army knife for defenses. He's not just a traditional edge rusher. Stewart can shift inside, dominate the defensive line at 5T in odd fronts, and even stand up as an edge rusher. Pairing him with Brian Flores' infamous NASCAR package could take this defense to a whole new level. But that's not all. The Vikings need to address the running back position, and Judkins could be the answer. Fresh off a national championship campaign with the Buckeyes, Judkins is a bruising runner who thrives between the tackles. His low center of gravity and burst make him a potential game-changer. With Aaron Jones and Cam Akers unlikely to be long-term solutions, Judkins could become the centerpiece of the Vikings' rushing attack. And let's talk about the center position. Garrett Bradbury has been a disappointment since being drafted in the first round, leaving fans frustrated season after season. Enter Wilson, the athletic center from Georgia. Sure, he has his limitations, but grabbing him in the 5th round could finally solve the Vikings' issues in the trenches. The secondary also needs reinforcements, as the defensive backfield is looking thin. Only Josh Metellus is under contract among the top 6 players, leaving glaring holes to fill. That's where Stout comes in. While he's on the smaller side, his ability to stick to receivers in man coverage makes him a perfect fit. Plus, he brings added value as a core special teams player. Now here's the big question. Is this the draft class that could finally push the Vikings over the edge? Could these additions be the missing pieces to bring Minnesota back to the Super Bowl after nearly 50 years? Before you go, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. You don't want to miss a single update as we track the Vikings' journey to greatness. And now we want to hear from you. What do you think of this mock draft? Which players do you think could make the biggest impact? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every single one. Stay tuned, Vikings fans. The journey is just getting started. Skol.